Okay, Ari, I'm going to start with you. This is your swings from today that we filmed up. Again, mainly focusing on the full swing, and then we obviously focused on some good putting today, doing that tic-tac-toe drill for some good speed control there. Big thing that we focused on was really getting that sensation of getting a good release with your arms and hands coming through the shot and the shoulders. So as you could see here, doing a really good job of now getting that good shoulder turn. Arms are staying nice and connected there, so that looks really good there. Now really trying to focus on keeping that lower body nice and quiet. You could tell with that front foot there as we come through, you definitely see a lot of excess movement there. Now the big thing that we were focusing on is getting that sensation, that good release there, so you could see how this arm kind of wants to bow out a little bit, and we see some spacing there. So really focusing today on trying to stay nice and connected, getting the sensation of letting yourself unwind, keeping that foot on the ground, but really getting that feeling of that good release there. So how did we do that? Really focusing on that drill with that towel in between that left arm. I know we used it on your other arm to get the sensation of feeling much more connected and then incorporating that ball in between your arms. Now with this one being underneath here, and again, I want you to feel when you're doing this drill, we keep our lower body nice and quiet. I want you to feel like these feet aren't going to move at all. That's going to give you the sensation of keeping your lower body very quiet and then getting the feeling of letting that club swing. So again, just some little half swings. Again, that's how your body's going to adapt to these changes. And then from there, keeping that lower body nice and quiet and really getting that sensation of that good release. You can see the difference there with the one here on the left and the one here on the right. On the left here, you're kind of holding on for dear life. And on the right here, granted these are little half shots, but see now you're starting to let it go. Obviously you're hanging back a little bit because our lower body's not clearing at all. But then after that, after you hit a few shots in that, getting that feeling, see now then you can go ahead and let your body unwind. But really getting that sensation of staying much more connected and letting those forearms rotate over one another instead of feeling like you're holding on there for dear life. See, we see here on the left how much you're holding on to it, and now how much you're actually starting to release it. Again, this is going to help start and generate a lot more power. Obviously, we do need to incorporate the hips unwinding here, so after you do this drill for a little bit, now we can start letting our momentum go forward and letting the hips and the shoulders and everything facing the target on that follow through. But again, really getting that sensation, just making some little half swings here of really getting that feeling there of staying nice and connected. And then just go ahead and let that club release coming through instead of, again, you see here on the left, the old one, you see that front foot really spinning out and then holding on for dear life with that club. Again, just keep the lower body nice and quiet and just let that thing swing. You keep focusing on that drill, you're going to be in real good shape there. All right, Jack, let's take a look here, see what was going on today. So again, just a common theme that we focused on for everybody today was really getting that sensation, that good release. Obviously a little bit long with that swing there, being very flexible that you are. Lower body staying nice and quiet there, which is good. You're getting a really good load with those shoulders. But as you swing through, we can kind of see the hips are spinning a little bit too much. And then you can see here how you're kind of pushing your arms and everything out and kind of holding on to the club there. So you see here, and we see how straight out that club is. We pull up one of our models here. I'm going to use Rory. Flip them, make them left-handed here real quick. You can definitely see the difference as we get him to come through the shot. Look at the difference there with his arms, forearms rotating over one another, and we're letting that club release. You can see here how you're still just wanting to hang on to it, and then your weight kind of moves back a little bit. So again, kind of a similar drill that we did with Ari, really getting that sensation, keeping that lower body there nice and quiet. Again, we work with that swing guide there today to really get that sensation of getting that thing to touch there on that backswing. So that's that L position we always talk about. And then as you're coming through, I want you to really feel like you can almost mimic that position and start getting that thing to rehinge back this way. So again, much better there. If anything, I would like to see this arm just extended a little bit more. But again, these are just some of the first ones that we filmed to get that sensation. But again, keep in the feeling of that lower body stays a little bit more quiet going back and through. But especially on the way down, see now since this can't move, something's going to take over, which is going to be your arms and your shoulders. So again, with that swing guide, trying to get that thing to touch on the way through on that right arm. So really focus on getting those forearms to rotate. Then after a while, now we incorporate letting your lower body unwind and letting this foot here now come up through the shot. So again, in the beginning, I want you to do this drill and then gradually increase to where you're at that full swing, and then you can go ahead and let those hips unwind. So if you guys have any questions about anything that we worked on for today, please feel free to send me an email, give me a buzz, always here to help.